Well, good morning. It's a wonderful Sunday morning here in Kilgore, Texas. I'm Jill Powers, and I am playing Fallout 76 again. It occurred to me that after my last live stream, and this is not, I'm not live streaming this, I'm just recording it, so I can't reply in general chat because there's none, but you can hit that like button and subscribe to me as well as sharing this video. That would make me very happy, but also post comments and your thoughts about Fallout 76. We've been going for 5 years playing this now, and there are a lot of players who have a lot more much higher levels, as you see from the other video from my live stream that I did when I was launching the nuke, of how many really stellar players who play this all the time, and they generally have gaming channels. This isn't a gaming channel. I just like to do this. It's kind of a hobby of mine. Fallout series is one of my faves. So let's go ahead and get in here. Things I need to do to clean up before we get started. But let's see, character I'm playing. I'd actually made a video earlier this morning, but all of my audio was somehow muted, and I didn't mute it. Microsoft does some weird things sometimes. Somehow that got changed around, but it's all fixed now. So anyway, this is my 279 level character. Very early in that level. So I'm going to pick her. In the atomic shop, I've got another free utility, and that is a free lunchbox. Okay. I'll take that. Just got through being on Scribe's in Scribe's chat room, talking about the missing money. What happened to all the campaign funds? How did Kamala Harris end up being $40 million in debt despite having $1 billion war chest? Anyway, welcome to my camp. Want to see where this is? It is right here. I named it Jamie's Last Resort. And it's right here below the railroad. The main thing I wanted to do, I wanted to cover some things that when I was launching the nuke last time, I was just going to the silo and launching the nuke and fighting Scorch Beast Queen down south here. Okay, that's what I was doing last time with the Fisher site. Well, that's one Fisher site. That's a Fisher site Prime. Okay, that's the one that brings the Scorch Beast Queen. You can't just go to any Fisher. You can find Scorch Beast, but not the Scorch Beast Queen. And Earl Williams is up here, of course, at the Monaga mine. And then you have this mole rat creature that if you nuke down here, you can get the mole rat creature. It's a giant, enormous mole rat that I'm sorry, not red rocket station. Here's a nuke world. Here's a long one. Okay. Just a little south here, you can see you've got the Hornwright Estate and the Darahan Estate right down here where you would normally nuke for getting that super boss. Okay, but how do we go about getting a nuke? Well, I need to do a few things, and I did want to take you through. As you can see, this is fully fed, but my brain bombs that I had on the last time, as you can see, I had spoiled meat and spoiled vegetables. Dump that. I want to pick one of those because that helps my experience points and helps me to level up. We use these spooky candy bells. That's part of the Halloween season. I've got a few Coca-Cola, different types. Come up in and here I have Mothman egg nest. One of my ingredients for brain bombs. So there's brain fungus, sugar bombs. So I'll go look for some of that later on, but that was the first floor that included my kitchen and workshop, my living room with my comedian who's not here right now. Oh, there he is.
Nice, guys. Where's the party? You looking for a put down or a pick me up? Oh! That's my swear jar. You know, my cuss pot, my curse can, my profanity pitcher. It's where I toss a few caps if I slip up and drop an F-bomb.
Okay. Well, whatever, dude. And then here's my third floor in my greenhouse bedroom. Don't need to repair any structures. I did last time I played it. Had a couple of ghouls attack my camp here. You can see where my vendor is. And my symptomatic. I've got games. And got a bar here. And it's even much more expensive. Oh yes, and I have all of this display of musical instruments that I picked up. And those you can't. You could sell them if you wanted to, but I just like to play. Yeah, really goes So if you come up here, you get a view of this. It's really pretty, spectacular little camp. I've got her in an asylum hat and the Nuka Cola girl get up costume. But it's very well protected. I'm going to walk down. As you can see, I had a lead farm here. And originally, when I first started building this, I was going to try to include the acid farm that's down below and a cave down here. But I decided I would rather have the view from my place, so I put it up here and cleaned the lead farm.
I don't know what they were laced with, but I've been tripping all day.
I want to do that also helps. Let's see if there are any. Okay, there's only one casual team. So what I could do is create a new team, and that way that also helps you get experience. You've noticed kill a snallygaster, kill a mutated enemy, gold star, complete a daily challenge, sell a weapon to an NPC vendor, scrap junk to produce antiseptic, scrap junk to produce rubber, kill a mutated enemy, and complete a gold star daily challenge. Okay. But I'm not going to do that right now because what I wanted to do was to talk about how you get to the point of launching that nuke like I did last time. I'm not going to launch a nuke today, but what I am going to do is show you some steps. There are a lot of steps you have to go through. As you can see, someone has just come out of the vault. Just a couple of people have just come out of the vault up here, and that's where you start. When you have nothing on you except your Pip-Boy, and that means that you have to immediately start picking things up. So, anyway, we come down here. I like to be a nice player, you know? I've got so much of this canned coffee. I'm going to put like 15 of them in there. How about some canned dog food? Anything else over there? Probably. Okay, small guns would be a good one to give to them. So I'll give them one. And also, how about the lockpick? I don't need that either. They could use it. So I'll put that in here. We got some magazines in here. I don't need them. Once again, that is just dead weight for me. And let's give them some stim packs. These two people here who are basically that touches off the
Careful with
treasure.
strangers.
The treasure
Not everyone's as friendly as us.
that you would look for would be Fort Knox gold, and that's in Vault 79. It's going to take a long time from that time that you come out of here until you can come up here. You don't want to. There's no way that you want to go up there immediately because you need to have your power armor. You need to have done all the Enclave type of things to do that, to kick that off. See, we have a mutated public event here, part of the swamp. Well, no, I'm not going to go do that right now. But, just to show you, how do we get there? Well, as you can see, we have this area right here. This is the only protected area in the entire map that centers around Vault 76 that cannot be nuked. And that's the reason why with my first camp, I built it right here. This is a very popular spot because it has two different resource farms on it. It has steel and it has copper. Those are two really essential sources that you need when you first start off, especially in building and making weapons and stuff like that. There are a number of other items that you need, like adhesive. You'll go through a lot of that. A lot of good places to find. But anything that you want to find, as far as farming, you can do a search in your search engine, looking for various resource types. Like say if you were trying to find screws. If I was trying to find screws, well, I would want to find the resource to do that. So, Abandoned Bobtown, you can't go there directly, but you can go right here to Pylon, and then travel over here, and there's a building in here that has a bunch of typewriters. Any place that has typewriters has screw resources that you can also get them various other resources like clipboards that have springs in them. That's a spring resource. At Camp Flintock. Okay. But anyway, you come to do the gold. To do the gold vault thing, you want to go through and have done all the Enclave thing. That means going through the Overseer's journey, and that is going all around the map, collecting these audio tapes. Now, where do we start doing that from here, though? Well, probably the first place that you would want to go would be Flatwoods, which is right here on the western part of the map and down a little bit. So we'll go to Flatwoods. You do have to, you will not be able to fast travel to it until you discover it, so you will need to discover that first. And you come down here. Okay, I don't need spoiled meat or Brahmin hide, but you will need leather for various purposes. Just to let you know. As you can see, everywhere you go, you want to pick things up. Sometimes you can find mods like this. Sometimes you can't always use them, but you can do various things with them. So. Remembered I need to as you can see, I already have 22 nuclear key cards. There's a method of going about finding both key cards and finding the codes necessary to launch nukes, and there is a method for doing that, and I will show you that in a bit. As you can see, there are donation boxes all around here. See a forest treasure map. Well, that's nice little treasures you can pick up, and it has various weapons. But like this Overseer's cache here, it has canned dog food and boiled water. I don't really need it, so I'll leave it there for a lower level player. Med-X, same thing. I don't need it. Today, Satan. The rad roaches. Okay, so here, went up here because I have a couple of sugar bombs up here, and I can make me some brain bombs later on. And normally I'd come through here and I'd pick up a few things. But mainly this area, I wouldn't take too much from here. If you're a higher level player, you don't need it. I sometimes open these up. Like I said, I like to be nice to the people who are playing for the first time. Don't want to drive them away. This is what I hate about what we call griefers, and those are the mean players who like to just kill other players. I don't like this player versus player type of thing that they like to engage in, but someone is taking the brain fungus out of here. Yep, see, they've already taken it, so it doesn't do me any good. I don't need any psycho. Never use it anyway, hardly ever. I shouldn't say never, but well, even though this is a weak area, and the critters, various critters you meet are pretty weak as well, but when you're first starting off, they're not. Okay, so someone had already taken the sugar bombs that were on the ceiling here. Okay. All right. So we would want to get the power armor first. So you can get your first set of power armor by level 15, but only Raider power armor. You want to get the level 25 is generally the kind of armor that we're looking for, and that's when you go down and do all of the associated quests with that. So don't need that. I've done this a long time ago, but you go to White Spring Resort, White Spring Service entrance. That will not open up until you open this bunker, and you have to have keys to do that. So once you get the keys, in order to do that, you can do the Enclave stuff. You can also pick up a Enclave plasma pistol that you can add attachments to, including the flaming barrel, which is probably one of the rarest types of weapons you can get, and one of the best, really, one of the best. This character does not have one, my other character does. I was finally able to find, and as you can see, it opens right up for me now. There's always a grid that you have to go through, pick up various materials coming in here, but you have to have the ID card, and then that lets you pass through these grids here. And to get into the vault, what we're going to do, we're going to kind of go left here. Oh, there's robots. Okay. I'm going to take these elevators up. Now, as you can see, I can go in here for production. There is a vendor here where once you get in here, you can buy an automatic Enclave plasma pistol. That's the only one they have right there. They do not have the rifle, but that will still work. Okay, it will still be fine as long as you've got the caps to buy it. We're going to come across here, and we're going to go down to get to the military wing, as you can see. Military wing and resort exit. So we're going to go a little just to the left here. You've got your theater here. Call it a theater.
Deceased spotted. Time of death reported.
Now this is kind of a prisoner area that has a grid on it, but this one is the one you want to go into to get to the Enclave center of operations, the command and armory. So how do we do this? Well, how do we get the codes? Codes are all scattered, and you have to find the pieces to them. So you want to go over this surveillance system terminal and use that. Initiate search, nuclear keycard escort. Hit that, it will send one out. That gives you hide, seek, and destroy. So what that means, you come to this, and this tells you how to go about finding the nuclear key cards. Now, if you ever see any of these drones flying about and they're protected by 2 or 3 vertibirds at a time, you want to destroy the vertibirds and then bring down the drone to get the nuclear key card. Once you start doing that and you do your first nuke, it'll start giving you nuclear key cards, so you don't have to go out and look at it. That's why I've got 22 of them. So I'm going to activate that.
General, welcome to your nuclear launch training session. Over the course of the next 4 posters, you'll be taught everything you need to know about utilizing the Appalachian automated launch system. During your briefing, you should have been issued a nuclear key card. During an actual launch, you will need to insert the card into the designated slot before entering your launch code, at which point the key card will be consumed. Additional card drops will be brought in by automated convoy should the DEFCON rating continue to worsen. You may speak to your logistics officer as to the location of the pickup for your additional cards, should the circumstances arise.
As we said, DEFCON has been permanently pegged at its highest level, thanks to the actions of our...
In case you hadn't played earlier Fallouts, the Enclave aren't exactly the good guys. But then again, by the time you get to Fallout 76, neither is the Brotherhood of Steel. And they did start off at being better good guys. The whole thing surrounds technology. But anyway, so it deploys here. Once again, the surveillance mission has been detected. It will start sending out codes, and you can pick these up randomly, or you can just forget about this step altogether because it is long and tedious, and there are people who do nothing but do these kinds of things every week, and they post them on their websites with the full nuclear codes. And what that does is that sends out the alerts for these particular bunkers that have the nuclear sites. The first one is Site Alpha, of course. With my other character, my house, my camp is located right here, so it's very convenient for me when I'm playing my other character to use Site Alpha. Since my camp is down here, and the site that's closest to that camp is Site Charlie, and then we have Site Bravo, which is way up here. And these stars, everything that has a star on it is associated with Enclave. So we've also got the Brotherhood of Steel, and that has the Brotherhood of Steel emblem there for Fort Atlas, so that's where they're located. It's a totally different type of quest associated in getting through Brotherhood of Steel, becoming a member of Brotherhood of Steel.
To prevent misuse of Appalachia's automated missile silos, security measures for the region's nuclear arsenal have been increased well beyond any of our existing standards. Each silo has its own 8-digit launch code, which is valid for a single week. These codes are broken into 8 individual number-letter pairs, each carried by a designated officer who is under strict orders to guard their code piece with their life. The order of numbers has been encrypted using a series of methods to prevent improper deployment. The bunker staff of specially trained code decryptors will provide the officer corps with the code when it is renewed each week.
With the decryptors deceased, it falls to you and your compatriots to crack each week's codes. We would suggest starting your hunt with the archives on this floor.
See, I think making that process of making it so hard to find all of these a mistake, and that's why they started doing these and posting them on websites just so people could just go ahead and get the code from them. And these change every week, like he said, they change every week. So you have to keep up with it. Some of these sites don't. They have like expired nuclear codes. So you want to avoid those. Look for the current date, for the current week of dates that those codes are being used. All right. So automated silos.
The missile silos of Appalachia are equipped with an advanced robotic construction system, allowing them to rapidly rebuild their arsenals in a matter of hours. The silos themselves are defended by a robotic task force and staffed with a contingent of special clearance human missileers. Security protocols require all silo entrants, regardless of rank, be escorted by a missileer at all times. Entering a silo without
No one
escort
has
will be treated
joined my
as a
team yet.
hostile act.
Said missileers are almost guaranteed dead. You will need to soldier on through the silos without them. We recommend bringing friends.
Yeah. If you have a team, you can bring them in, but you have to go in at the same time. Okay, you have to have all members being available to do that.
Due to the region's advanced missile installations, there is a high chance of a retaliatory nuclear strike touching down somewhere in Appalachia. The intense radiation released by such a blast can have devastating effects on the local flora and fauna, mutating them into hideous monstrosities fit only for a quick death.
As mentioned, our evidence suggests just the opposite. The material samples our previous residents collected after the initial nuclear exchange are impressive things.
Now what does he mean by that? Why would he want mutations? Well, I've got a mutation right now, and it's called marsupial, and that is what
The region's fissures
allows me to
particularly
jump so high.
as targets for transformation.
Those mutations are really expensive, and I can actually go downstairs and show you where to get those if you want to buy them. But you can also find them at people's camps that they sell. So anyway, here's a vendor that you can use also, another one. It gives you Enclave costumes, a hat, uniform. And you can buy fusion cores here. Which I might buy one. I'll buy one. Why not? Gatling plasma, that is a really good weapon. It was one of my favorites to begin with before I got my plasma caster. You can only get the plasma caster one of two places. Either Vault 79, so you have to do the gold vault to be able to do that. And the other source is Minerva, who appears like at Fort Atlas, at Foundation, and at Crater Raider Camp. Okay, those three places she shows up once a month, and she has discounted, but you have to have done the initial gold rush quest. Okay. As you can see, once you do get your plasma caster, you can buy plasma cartridges here, but it's highly advisable that you make your own weapons. You can your own weapons. Well, you're going to have to make. You have to get the plans for them, of course. As you can see, there are some folders here, and these are important too, because you have to have these ability of going down, beating Scorch Beast Queen, beating Earl Williams, of being able to pick up once flora is nuclear, once it has mutated into its new form. This is everything that you need to build these So violet flux, cobalt flux, crimson flux, and fluorescent. And as you can see, there are plenty of workshops in here that you can use at any time. Various things that you can open up and all things that you can use. So, where do you find to get mutations once you're able to do that? We're going to come back down here. Nope, not here. Nope, not here. This is communications. Let's go back up here. When you first admitted, it says admissions right there. You go through here and you'll be tested. They'll ask you questions and things down here. Questionnaire terminal. And then you will be issued what you need with a dispenser. So, don't really need this now. Come back out here. As you can see, there are pool tables and everything going in here. And this is where the whole controls of the Enclave goes on. All of this is automated. None of the guys are alive. It's all an automated system. Probably an easier way to go in, once you are able to open up this visitor door here. Initial bunker door, you can now open this, and as you see, you have these hand scanners. You have to. So that opens up for me. Okay, so the medical bay and the science wing and communications are all down here. So we're going to go down here. Now to get medical things, you want to go into the lab here. And they've got these kiosks here where you can buy various things like stim packs, buff outs, blood packs if you want to make stim packs yourself, Daddy-O, Mid-X, Min-Tats, Psycho, Psychotats, Rad-X, Rad-Away, recipe for Skita Spit, stim pack, individual stim packs you can buy, or super stim packs. And by the way, super stim packs are a lot heavier. They also have other recipes like for antibiotics. Those are really helpful. Disease cures, you will find recipes for those and other things. But just look around for them, you know. I know people who just do the action parts and don't go around and look for the little treasures, but they are around. As you can see, there's some great mentats. Things like that, pick them up. You're going to need them at some point. Okay, so here's the science wing, and this is where you go in if you want to buy mutations. You come in here, and you have these kiosks here, and that's how you go about finding the serums. Adrenal reaction serum. You do more damage the lower your health is. Your max health is reduced. So if you had a bloody build, that's the kind of serum that you would want to have to enhance your skills. The most popular one, of course, is the one that I already have a couple of these serums put on my own, and the first one that is the handiest to get is the marsupial serum. You have a limited jump capacity to begin with when you're just normal, so that's one of the first ones that you want to get. Using herbivore or the carnivore serums is another option for how you can use food to enhance. Bird bone serum boosts sneaking and increases AP, reduces strength, and increases risk of limb damage. So you want to, that's sometimes a good one to have actually. Chameleon serums, eagle eyes serum, strength reduced, but perception in bats increases. Egghead serum, intelligence is increased. That's a really good one to have for leveling up. Anything with intelligence you want to do, and that includes the quests, like the red-toed frog quest that is usually occurs at this lighthouse right here, Landview Lighthouse. So that's a Mothman quest that you do, getting bioluminescence from rat toads and lightning bugs. Okay. Well, anyway, so that's how you go about doing all of those things. The other thing is the gold quest that I have been talking about. You see where it says Overseer's House, Sutton. I'm going to go there right now. You come up here, the overseer, she's got a donation box too, as you can see. Some of these, they're pretty much respawn themselves if you need that kind of thing. But anyway, let me look at my armor and see if I need a little bit of repair on that, so I can do this from workbench. Need all of the ingredients to fix things, to do automatic repairs. That doesn't really need it. That I can go ahead and do it. Okay, so what I would need to do a workbench repair without using one of my kits, I would need to go get asbestos, and that means cigarette cartons, cigarettes, things that have this material in it. But I've got repair kits, got plenty of them, so I'm going to just do that. If I wanted to enhance it, I could use one of the enhanced ones. And you get that by completing a major quest. So I can use one of those. See, and it puts it up 100%, 150%. Okay. Alright, that's okay. That's alright. Now, does my weapon need to be repaired? Maybe. Let's check it. Okay, I don't have the... What I've got on is my 2-shot soft serve prime plasma caster. I have prime weapons. That means that I use ultrasight ammo. and I want to repair this. I can't workbench it, so I will have to repair it, and I will go ahead and give that an improved one. So. There's various materials you can pick up, especially around here at the overseer's house. Pretty quiet out there. There's not really a whole lot going on. Okay. Well, I had taken the pumpkin pie from here earlier. I already have the basement key, so I can go down here and talk to the overseer. But talking to the overseer, she's the one that you would want to talk to.
It's so good to see everyone again. I grew up here. My parents used to live just down the hill. If there's one neighborhood I'm rebuilding first, it's this one. No, I haven't. But Davenport has been helping me keep a close eye on them since they arrived. And from what I hear, you've been pitching in. I take it you trust them? I'm with you on this. I agree with much of what they stand for.
Yeah, the Brotherhood
However,
of Steel
looking
are
into
not
their
exactly
history shows their
great
methodology can
this
be a little
particular Fallout
troubling.
game. You still want to do their quests, and they turn out to be okay, but you have to make a choice between a paladin who really does way too much that she should have been doing, destroying transmitters and things of this nature, and cutting off the elder.
Okay. What else did you want to talk?
Well, I don't need to talk to you about anything else. I just came to show everybody who they need to talk to. So you come in here, and she'll have you doing the crater and the foundation, and you can try to figure out if you want to help both of them and not take any of the gold for yourself, which I would not suggest, although you can do that though. Then you have to start over and find more gold again. Okay, I need to eat and drink. Eat and drink, eat and drink. Okay, I've got 49 minutes left on this, so it means I've been here. Drink a bunch of coffee. See if I've got anything else. I've got some death claw steak I need to eat, so I'll eat that. Okay. Anyway, so you can see that her house overlooks Sutton, which is this little town. And one thing that is very impressive about this game is how true to life it is. It's not altogether true to life. I mean, things like the Appalachian insane asylum, where you get the nurses' outfits, and I could put on one of these nurses' outfits. They're actually the asylum nurses are pretty cool, and some of them are really rare. The red one is definitely the rarest, and then I think the pink and the blue. So I would go to apparel to change my outfit here. I don't know what to. It says asylum worker hat pink. Okay, so what I need is the uniform pink. I've already got on shielded Secret Service Under Armour that helps protect you. Even if once you get the Secret Service armor, that's also what you get with your by using the gold. So you can't buy that stuff if you don't have the gold. If you give it all away to the Crater Raiders or the Foundation folks, you only get a partial bit or none of it, depending on, you know, if you're really altruistic, well, you're going to have to go do a bunch of big quests to get it back and to enhance it. But that's how you get the weapon, the special legendary weapons, special mods that go with it, and the special armor like Secret Service or Thorn. And like I said, Minerva is where, once you've done that, you can go and buy from her. So that's what that looks like. Kind of cool. Alright, so it says kill mutated enemy. There's 30 of them I would need to kill. I'm not going to do that today. I'm probably going to knock off here before I lose my voice. But anyway, those are some of the things that you need to do. Now, when you look in here, I showed you where to find these once before, but see, it's under miscellaneous, under nuclear keycard. I have various other things. I have scrap kits. I have 44 of those. I've got the ore that goes in there. Technical data, I can take that to the Brotherhood of Steel chick, and you can exchange those. Only do so one at a time, though. Don't go in there with a bunch of them and hit her up. If you do that, she'll take all of them. Only give you 100 caps for it. So it's 100 caps per. So if you got a bunch of these, store them in your stash. Take them out one at a time, and that way you can build up your cap stash. Okay. Circuit board, technical stuff, all of this you can find under miscellaneous. Now, as far as plans are concerned, as you can see, I had one known plan there. I can drop that. Someone else can pick that up, and they're welcome to it. I don't need it. And to look to see if you have any plans, you want to go in here under notes. Sure, you're going to pick up a lot of notes that you'll just read, but this is where plans would be, in here between passwords and postcards. Recipes would be here if you found any recipes. You can also go to the White Spring Resort and go into the mall area in order to find other things that you need note-wise. Okay, like recipes. They have a special chef shop there that has all food recipes that you want, all drink recipes, things like that. There are other recipes you can only find in the wild, but those are the ones that are immediately available as long as you have enough caps. Okay, so anyway, I think I'll end this stream for the day. So I'm going to take my character back home. But that's how you go about getting everything you need to launch the nuke. You'll have to go through all of that rigmarole first and really grind to get there. So anyway, this is my stream for the day, and I hope you all enjoyed the video. Give me a like and subscribe, and give me a comment if you have something to say about it. I'm sure, you know, there'll be some people who don't like some things I have to say. Well, you're welcome to leave, okay? Anyway, that's it for today, so I think I'm going to sign off, and I'll talk to you later. See you around like a record.